Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator on Somerset Farms. Picking up from where we left off in the last episode, we've got the fertilizer sprayer now, so we just need to bring that back to the farm. We do have a contracting job to do as well. Planting some sorghum, so I'm gonna get that on a worker, and then I'm gonna go and herbicide our two fields. I might as well use this tractor for seeding due to the fact that I need the skinny tyres for the crops so I don't damage them. And we need to place this stuff down neatly and tidily. So, well, I made a mess of that, didn't I? Alright, sorry if you can hear my dog in the background, guys. She's been very, very noisy this morning. So drop that there. We'll get this over here. Put that there. Right, so let me just double check what field number was. Field number 1. We don't have any other contracts to do in March. That's going to be the only downside. The only thing I could do is that sugar beet contract. I'm trying to avoid doing that sugar beet contract just because it's a bit of a nightmare job. The machine's not very big. It's several tractors, several trailers. It's not the most efficient job of them all. I am thinking about just jumping over to April. Yeah, I keep forgetting to look there, don't I? I really need to spend a little bit more time in junctions looking about. But yeah, we'll get it done. We'll get this contract done. Like I say, I'll put it on a worker, then we can do the herbicide. And like I said, we've only got 2 fields to herbicide, so it's not a lot, but they need to be done. But we now have a herbicide spray, so in future any herbicide jobs that come up can be done. So that's now another revenue of income on the contract. I'm loving the fact that this is, I believe, episode 34, 35, something like that. And we still only have a small farm. The economy on just normal is so freaking difficult. It's definitely a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought, oh, well, we'll just make some easy money. It's not turned out like that at all. Right, you have to bear with me driving in that hedge. I just want to do one headland here, just to give on this top bit, just to give the tractor a little bit of turning space, so that we can put a worker on it without any problems at all. Oh, this pulls this lovely. We've lost a little bit of speed, but I think that's just because the seeder's actually knackered and needs repairing. We can't afford to repair it just yet, so it has to wait. That just gives, like I say, it just gives me a buffer on that corner for the headland, because remember when we were cultivating yesterday and it just wouldn't have it. So this way we know it will, or we know it should be fine. Leave that to do that. So we now need this one. few eggs by the side of the chickens. That's nice. I need to find out if my silo can take the silage, because I tell you what I'm thinking. It's probably going to cost us money to do this, but the bunker we have there is just way too. You don't need a bunker that big. I don't really understand why the guy who created the map changed it to one that was so, I don't know, it's like so big and in your face and quite badly positioned. There was so much yard space that I just can't figure it out. The old one that was there was better. It's not like it's a massive map, do you know what I mean? Yeah, just double checking. Skinny tyres, row crop tyres on. This hasn't got the widest width in the world, but it should do pretty well for now. Lovely. Sorry about that. Yeah, my hay fever's kicking my ass today. UK is going through yet another like mini heat wave. I tell you what it is, right? We're having a hosepipe ban where I live. But to give you an idea, normally when the south of England has water issues, they normally get the water then from the north through like pipes that run like the full length of the country to supply the south with water. What a shock. The south need us. But it's got that hot in the UK for that long now that it's a genuine case of that there's going to be a hosepipe ban where we live. We haven't had a hosepipe ban in nearly 30 years. And no one where we live is going to agree to it. They can bring in a hosepipe ban all they want. It's not the law. And like over in the UK, we pay £50 a month for water. Just short of £50. I'm sorry, but I'm one of these people where they've already said they won't reduce our bill, and it's like, yeah, but we pay £50 a month for water, now you're telling us we can't use it for what we want. You know what I mean? I know for some people that might be like, yeah, but you know, it's a shortage, blah 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 blah. Prime example is our water system is that knackered in the UK. We had a pipe leak under the road. You know, it was probably only last week, if not the week before. It lost billions of litres of water because they didn't even know it was leaking, and then it sunk the entire road to the point where it collapsed. And it's like, yeah, but you know what I mean? Your infrastructure, we pay to keep the infrastructure like up to date and modern and not knackered. And they don't even spend the money on it, they just keep it for profit, and then when they want a ban, they're like, well, you need to help us. Well, no, not really. I know it's not really an issue to talk about like on like a farming game, but it's kind of letting you know, like, for me, how bad like this heat wave kind of thing is, and for me especially because I cannot stand hot weather. Like, you know, like you get these places in like Canada, for example, where it's like dark 15 hours a day and like -10, and you know, during the day. That's my kind of somewhere to live. Otherwise, like, oh, let's go on holiday to Spain. Why the fuck would I want to do that? Oh yeah, but it's nice and it's lovely and it's sunny and it's hot. Why would I want to go on holiday, for example, like to somewhere I know I would be miserable until I got back home because it was too hot? Yeah, I'm not doing like any time lapses today, guys. I just kind of, we don't have much to do over in March, so we'll do it in like real time, and once that other contract's finished, we'll look at moving over into April. Hopefully in April there's some more harvesting jobs. Like I say, if we rent that header again and make the Frankenstein harvester, I love that thing. So it's basically a New Holland tractor with a class header. It's just the cheapest way to do it. It's wider than the New Holland header, and I love how you're not killing weeds. Yeah, that's why we call it the Frankenstein harvester, just because it's a mixed match of parts. This goes through this herbicide quite quickly. As long as we've got enough to do this, I don't mind. We won't use 50%, so... And we didn't even take all the fluid. There's still plenty of fluid left at the shop as well, so... It's not the end of the world. It would just be nice if we were a little bit more... less wasteful with it. That's what annoys me. I've driven over that. That field's not quite level there, so once this crop's done, we basically need to get the smoothing landscaping tool out and kind of give it a little going over. I've also still missed a weed over there. Why am I missing one weed? Well, that didn't quite go to plan, did it? I was trying to be a smart ass and pressed it too much, so I lost and missed loads. Yeah, I lost out there. There's me just trying to be a smart ass. Yeah, I need to get my new icons done for that. Yeah, I've got the Touch Portal app. It basically turns like any Amazon, it just turns any Android device into basically a Stream Deck. And I'm making a custom page for Farming Simulator, off stream obviously. And as you can imagine, it's it does take quite a while to do, to be honest. Yeah, you see, that does the job there. That's a lot tidier. But yeah, I do need to figure out if we can get that silage into that. It might take it. I don't really want to put silage in there, but the problem I've got is I need that silage out of there. And the only place I can put it is in the thing. Right, we need to do something with this. I don't think I've got enough money right this minute to do it. I do have some money to come though, because I do need to go and collect a couple of yeah, I don't have anything like that. Yeah, I've got a couple of collectibles to go and get. I couldn't think of the word. Also, I'll tell you what I was thinking. Now, this might get me a lot of hate for this one, but £1,000. This is kind of the highest point on the map that I own. Thinking of putting that like somewhere like that. Earns me a little bit of money each month. We can afford it. It carries the season going on. Or I could put it on the farm. If I owned this bit of land, I'd probably put it here. thing is, we don't own that bit of land again. Hang on, we do own some of this land, look. We own some of this. Going up into field 47. Right, okay. That is the weirdest bit of land ever that we own. I can't even figure out where that is. That is so weird. Right, anyway, I know storing silage isn't the best place to put it in there, but I wanna try and see if we can actually do it. If it's actually worth. Wow, that was me with my foot on the brake and it literally just didn't do anything. Snow. Okay, so a little bit unsure why I'm collecting snow, but let me just put it out of the way. Not messing around. Yeah, 18,000 litres. I don't know if it'll fit in there, but it's literally a case of just trying it. If it goes in, it'll... No. It's not a bad thing, it doesn't go in. The problem I've got now is I've got nowhere... I can't bring in a smaller bunker until this is gone. And I can't afford to get the... can't afford to get the tool I need to do it. Plus we wouldn't use it all anyway. It's that one. Basically, if it's 30,000 litres, I know exactly how much I need per mix. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I thought I'd try it on the off chance. Like I say, I'm a little bit stuck at the minute on what I can do just till that contract finishes. As soon as that contract's finished, it's a different story. I bought that weight for the back of this, and to be fair, it does quite well without a weight. Just run over a cow. I didn't put as much. No, I put too much in that one. It wasn't loads much, but I just want to keep on top of that. That's literally at the moment all we're using manure for, so keep the greenhouse is going. My only other option is to bring in another greenhouse. Could bring in another greenhouse. I could put that land back to being a field and grow a crop. The thing is, I'm not going to get a lot in that area. You know what I mean? It really is quite a small area. See, what I'm thinking, just to give you an idea, is this is our silo, obviously. And I'm thinking, look at the difference. Look at the difference in size. There's no grass contracts to do anything this big. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I could put this silage clamp there. It's the size of my trailer. I'd rather use that one than this one. I'm just thinking where I can put one of these. I think it's about here. I do genuinely think it's about here. I love how it says I haven't got enough money. Yeah. Yeah, that's why, yeah, 'cause it's like £2,000 to bring it in there. The thing is, I want to make this a grass field. But if I put that there, I would lose a bit of... It sounds daft, but I would lose a bit of space there in that corner for grass, because that's going to be my grass field. But if I can bring this production in, just somewhere... You know something? You could argue I could put it there. If I put it there... yeah, looks good to me. I've done it again. Part 2 vehicles too close to each other. So yeah, look, we brought in a production. I'll tell you what I'm thinking of doing as well. Just to... I like to try and do little bits where it makes it look a little bit nice, but I'm not saying it's gonna be... It's gonna be possible. Look, for example, just for example, we could maybe put that along there. It's like maintenance path. If we ever, you know what I mean, for the maintenance team to be able to drive up there. Well, not drive up there, but to be able to come into the farm and walk up there. There you go, look. I quite like that. So yeah, we spent £1,000 on a radio tower, but I think personally it looks kind of cool. Right, let's see how our work is doing, because we're stuck with that. I think we just go to April. We go to April no matter what. Yeah, look, I've got no more contracts to do. We'll go to April and we'll see what we've got in April to do. 6 o'clock should do. Yeah, it's a bit of a slower episode today. I was hoping to get that job done. Yeah, the loan has just kind of bankrupted us. So sorghum, 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 oat, sorghum. So we can do all them contracts. We can't do them ones. We don't have a corn header. Not unless one's just come up in the discount shop. How much is the corn header? I wonder if there's any mod versions, just for a slightly reduced bill. You do not have enough money. Oh, crap. Crap. I can't do any of these, can I? Right this minute, I can't do any of them. Those 3 sorghum jobs all go to Farm Bay 1. Everything goes to Farm Bay 1. Okay. Yeah, crap. I got £300 in the bank. I can't even. This is why I was waiting. Let me just lower that time down to 1. Yeah, I'm literally stuck until that contract is finished. I literally don't have a choice. That contract's worth about £5,000. Obviously minus some wages. I need to rent the trailer header. See, 38 grand, 8.5, so we'll rent that one again. You don't have enough money to lease that. We do have the money to get that, so we've got that ready. Yeah, we are completely stuck. Let me go back to the farm. I think I might just be a way to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sunflowers. What's the price of sunflowers right now? I'm not going to think it's going to be a great price. We can't sell there. 13 Farm Bay 1. 1367. It's not a bad price, if I'm honest. Let's go and get that, and then we can at least be prepared to do some contracts. Like I say, this episode is about just getting a few little bits and bats done. I'm sure someone might be like, oh, it was a bit of a slow episode, but it's nice just sometimes just to take time and actually complete contracts without being on a time lapse and things like that. Like, I could take over field 1, but I started it with a worker. I'd rather finish it with a worker, and it gives me a chance to just shift these. It's not the best price, but it's a good enough price for me to sell at, put it that way. I need to get my hands on a skid steer as well. Just I'd like to load this properly, but I'd like to use a skid steer or like a forklift, but again, we can't really afford that at the moment, so we'll use the magic hands of super strength. Then again, I don't need to sell this sunflower, do I? If I was to have gone to the sawmill with a tractor, I could have got the free collectibles from the roof. We didn't get one in the last episode because, well, we didn't have the time to do it. We didn't have a tractor with us when we went to the sawmill. The grass is ready in the field again, so that can be cut in the cow area. And just as I'm driving around, let's just double check. Not quite ready yet. Yeah, it's just a different kind of pace having an episode like this. And because I'm, like I say, because I'm going through like a little bit of a heat wave where we live, it's quite nice to just have that slower pace game. I'm not sat next to the computer for hours, like, and then turning it into a time lapse. So yeah, but the next episode, as you can imagine, there's going to be a lot of a lot of harvesting to do, and their yard gonna be like time lapse. So we might as well have a slower episode today, and then in the next one I can be like, you know, I kind of giving you a pre-warning that there'll be a lot of time lapses. Farm-based store 1 is that one. Bit of grass there to sell. No, something? I've gone the wrong way. I did say the heat was affecting me. I'm trying to reverse too quickly. Right. Perfect. Yeah, we should get 3. We should get about 7. Just I think just over 7,000 for this, which isn't a bad price. It's not a bad price at all. Oh, just short of 7. Okay, I expected 1,400 each, so that's 58 something. Yeah. Either way, like I say, it's not a bad price. It's money that we have now to go and get the harvester header. So I'm not going to argue with that. I could leave this trailer at this. We could go to the shop actually now, bring the header back to the farm. Doesn't matter what contracts we do, we need our trailer and we need our harvester. So we can go to whichever's the closest field to the shop. We've got what? Field 1, field 2, 49, 30. Well, no, field 1's not that, is it? Field 1 is our sowing job. That'll be a fertilising job when it's finished. Yeah, I'll leave this trailer at the shop because we're going to need some more seed and fertiliser bringing back from the shop anyway. We've got exactly £7,000 in the bank, so I want to rent that header as quickly as I can, just so we don't lose any more money. It is time we bought that header, to be honest. I am just going to buy the Frankenstein header. I'm not going to mess around. The Frankenstein header is good enough for what we use. My thing is I need a bigger trailer, and I already have one I want to buy. It is a modded one. It's a little bit bigger than what we have already. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate at the same time. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than we've got now. Like, it can hold like an extra several thousand litres, and it's not that badly priced, if I'm honest. Field 2 makes sense because it's the closest one to the shop, but the problem is all the rest are near the farm. I think right now I would rather do the ones near the farm. The harvester is closer. In the next episode we've got a lot of harvesting to do. I am thinking maybe we lease the equipment and do some of the corn jobs. Although saying that, I've got money in the bank now. We could maybe lease the header. and do the corn jobs. I've got no issue doing the corn jobs. What are we doing contract? So 38. Right, so yeah, we'll go up to 30. We'll go up to field 30. Yeah, it's time to buy a header. Sure, I know it doesn't really cost us a lot to rent one. But we're saying that, including the trailer, it costs less than £500 to lease. And the thing I find with it as well is that is the wrong field, you freaking idiot. What was I going to say? Yeah, the thing I find with it is if we carry on leasing the header, we don't have to pay to repair it either. That's what I'm thinking. It's kind of nice not paying repair fees. He's put gates everywhere now. So we'll leave that there. We're getting the harvester. Like I say, it's not the biggest harvester in the world. I would quite like the Dominator. If I'm honest, because there's no point going too big. If we get a harvester too big, we aren't going to get it up and down these roads. So, you know what I mean? There's not much point. I would just like something with a little bit higher storage capacity. Yeah, I'm just going to try and move everything into position for the next episode while we wait for the seeder to finish. I am thinking maybe leasing some equipment, or at least leasing a header and maybe doing the corn jobs. Like I say, it's not that I didn't want to do them, it's just we had no money. I'm not really sure how much it's going to cost to lease. Frankenstein harvester is back. I did expect to maybe own a header by now, but yeah, leasing this header is not actually the worst idea in the world. We'll do a headland first, so that means that can park there. Yeah, let's have a look. Corn header, how much is it to lease? £1,000 to lease, and that's only for a small one. That's the issue I've got. I'm wondering if that'll fit. £3,000 to lease. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We'll definitely lease. We'll definitely do something. We might even buy a corn header. I'm on the wrong menu. Have to forgive me. Yeah, maybe. I don't want sugar beet. Corn. Oh, soybeans now showing up. Corn. Field 3 using a small. No, I don't want that. Right, that's now complete. 5,700 in the bank. Yeah, that one header, that one headland, made a massive difference to this field. I'm thinking right now of changing changing trailers as well. Like I say, there's some stuff I want to try and get straight away. See how much our trailer's worth, and then we'll look at changing that as well, because like I say, the new trailer's basically got a bigger storage capacity. It's a lot of, for me today, it's a lot of little jobs messing around, things like that. You know, there's no time lapses, there's no jump cuts, it's just me sat here doing some basic bits while trying to not sweat while sat next to a freaking computer, because my computer kicks out a lot of heat. These 3080 graphics cards, they get bloody warm. Intel CPUs, they get a hell of a lot warmer. And it's air cooled now as well. It's not like it was water cooled before. They definitely ran cooler when it was water cooled, you know, on an AIO. But now it's just air cooled. I couldn't be arsed cleaning and taking radiator apart with dust and that. Now I can just take the side off, get my little air compressor out, and whoo, you know, blow all the dust. Couldn't do that with the AIO. As much as I loved having water cooled, it was just taking the radiator apart, because people think, well, why not just use the air compressor on the radiator? I did. It would block it up. It just wouldn't work properly. So what were we thinking here? Wrong button. Where's that trailer? Right, £8,100. We hold 13,000 litres basically. What I'm thinking here is 24,000 holds pretty much 24,000. Obviously there's a silage body which we don't really want, but grain, so that's 20. Do you know what I mean? 24,000. Yeah, we don't have enough, do we? How much is that to lease? £1,000. I'm just trying to get somewhat with a little bit more capacity right now. So we could get that one, but we always use that one. That's the problem. But we just need something a bit more to lease. This is our current one, £10,000, goes up to 22.2. The only downside is it's silage, which means we can't put anything but silage in it. And I don't really like that. So yeah, we want to get 24,000. We know we've got about 20 grand, including our trailer. So yeah, let me just move that trailer up there, and I think we are just about done for today. Like I say, it's one of them days where we're preparing for the next episode. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of sorghum. I want to try and do all the sorghum jobs at once, because well, basically we're not going to make any money from the excess grain until all the sorghum jobs are done now, because they all sell at the same sell point. So if I put more grain in for one job, it's just going to complete it for another job. So I'd like to try and get as much of the sorghum as I can done before I sell, and then any leftover I want to keep for the chicken feed, basically, because, well, we've got chickens and they eat sorghum, and it's not going to cost us anything to buy this. Not unless sorghum is more expensive than wheat in the shop. Now if we can buy wheat for a cheaper price in the shop, then yeah, we'll sell it. But no, for now guys, I do massively appreciate everybody for watching the episode, and tomorrow is going to be super busy. But until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later on.